Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, Recreation in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island, is pleased to welcome you to another fun-filled episode. Will, Bridget, and Hazel are going to tell you about the Groton Public Library and the Earth Day Expo scheduled for Saturday, April 20th, 2024. Enjoy the show.
Hello there, ahoy, and welcome aboard Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, Recreation in Southeastern Connecticut and Southern Rhode Island. I'm Will Morrissey, I'm your host for the show, and I'll help guide you all over as we kind of cover the area. My wife, Bridget Morrissey, is a local realtor, knows the area really well, and we put together a book that has all kinds of attractions from Old Lyme to Charlestown. She's always zipping up and down from Mystic to Mashantucket to Uncasville. She knows all the back roads. She hates driving on I-95, and who can blame her for that? But she knows where all the attractions are. And there's so many people moving into the area, whether they're building submarines or the brave souls that drive the submarines. We've got students coming into Yukon at Avery Point, Mitchell College, Connecticut College. You got the cadets at the Coast Guard Academy, and all the visitors that come into town, into the whole area. I mean, this area was rated the number 4 travel destination for 2023. So we just want to let people know that don't know all the different attractions. And this week, one of the things we like to talk about as attractions go for is libraries. And at the Groton Public Library, right down the street from here, we're having the Earth Day Expo. And we've got some expert opinions on that, expert advice coming from Hazel. Hazel is here from the Ditty Bag, and welcome, Hazel.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Will. Yes, I do social media marketing at the Ditty Bag in Mystic. We are a zero-waste, sustainable goods store that's all focused on lowering the town of Groton's or town of Mystic's carbon footprint and plastic waste. So thank you so much for having me.
Well, the expo, I guess you could rename it Sustainable Southeastern Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I've got quite a bit happening there. As a matter of fact, last year I went to the expo and spoke to a lot of the vendors, and you know, then talked to Bridget about them. And I said, do you know about this place? Oh, of course, I've been there. And do you know about this place? Oh, of course. Bridget's been in the area a lot longer than I have, and so she knows all these different things. But I got a lot of advice on what to put into the book, and Bridget gave me the stories about all the different ones. So we kind of put that together and then decided to do the TV show. So that's kind of why we're here. But for the folks that don't know what Earth Day is all about, it's been around since the early 70s, and we've got a video that kind of explains Earth Day. Let's go to that, if you can do that, Michael and Bridget.
The Groton Earth Day Expo has over 50 vendors featuring sustainable products. This is an exciting time for us to come together and appreciate the planet. One of the most important parts of the Earth Day Expo is the sustainable vendors. These vendors are passionate about finding new and innovative ways to protect the environment. Let's take a look at some of the amazing things they're doing. Food is a big part of any event, and it's no different at the Earth Day Expo. But we want to make sure the food is not only delicious, but also sustainable. That's why we have a variety of food vendors who focus on using local, organic produce. They also offer meatless options, which is great for the environment. And to top it off, they use compostable packaging. David Standridge, executive chef of the Shipwright's Daughter in Mystic, a finalist in the 2024 James Beard Awards in the category of Best Chef, Northeast will be featured. Standridge works closely with fishermen and farmers to ensure the highest quality and freshness in his dishes. Stonington Health will also be giving tips on staying fit. Fashion is another important part of our lives, and it's great to see that sustainable fashion is becoming more and more popular. Our sustainable fashion vendors use eco-friendly materials like bamboo and hemp, which are sustainable and biodegradable. They also make clothing from recycled materials, which is a great way to reduce waste. And they practice fair trade, which ensures the workers who make the clothing are treated ethically and fairly. Sustainable living doesn't just happen outside the home. It's important to make sure our homes and gardens are sustainable too. That's why we have vendors who specialize in composting and gardening supplies. They also offer reusable products like straws and shopping bags, reducing waste. And they have solar-powered outdoor lighting, which is a great way to save energy. Technology is constantly evolving, and that includes sustainable technology. Our vendors offer energy-efficient appliances, which can save you money on your energy bills. They also offer solar panels and other renewable energy solutions, which is great for the environment. And they have e-waste recycling programs, which help reduce the amount of electronic waste that ends up in landfills. Welcome to the world of family yoga classes. The presentation at the Groton Earth Day Expo will explore the benefits of practicing yoga with your family. Yoga is a wonderful way to spend quality time together and create lasting memories. Yoga is a gentle and non-competitive exercise that can be practiced by people of all ages and abilities. Family yoga classes are designed to accommodate everyone, including older adults and children, and to be inclusive and fun for all. Family yoga classes provide a unique opportunity for families to bond and connect in a healthy and positive way. Practicing yoga together can improve communication and trust, create a sense of shared experience and belonging, and help families get to know each other in new and meaningful ways. In addition to emotional and social benefits, yoga also offers physical health benefits. Yoga can improve flexibility and balance, strengthen muscles and bones, and reduce stress and anxiety. By practicing yoga together, families can support each other in achieving their health and wellness goals. Introducing children to yoga at an early age can help instill a lifelong love of the practice. By practicing yoga together as a family, children can learn the value of health and wellness and create healthy habits that can last a lifetime. Additionally, family yoga classes can be a great way to start a healthy family tradition. Birdhouses are a great way to support local bird populations. They can be made from recycled materials like old wood or milk cartons. When building a birdhouse, it's important to place it in a location that is protected from the wind and direct sunlight to ensure that birds will be comfortable. Pollinators like bees and butterflies are essential to plant and flower reproduction. Planting flowers and herbs is a great way to attract pollinators to your garden and support these important species. It's important to avoid using pesticides and chemicals in your garden to protect pollinators and their habitat. The Groton Earth Day Expo presents a great opportunity for people to learn about sustainable living.
Well, that should be quite the event. Now, it's a free, family-oriented event welcoming everybody to come down and learn about how to be sustainable. They mentioned yoga and the kids. You must have a lot of kids events going on at this thing.
Absolutely. So we definitely have something for everyone. It is definitely a bring your family event. I'll go over a couple of the things that we offer. So first of all, there's going to be over 60 vendors at this point, all selling some sort of sustainable product, but also providing an educational component and action that you can take to become more sustainable. So the whole day is all about action. It's not about just coming together and celebrating the earth, which of course is part of it, but really taking an action to help our earth. And that includes all ages. We're going to have lots of activities and booths that are appropriate for children, and teach them something and teach them about the environment. There's even going to be a puppet show with the plastic monster to teach kids about plastic waste. But then we also have, lots of activities for young adults. One of our main things this year is we're doing panel discussions with local legislators and local environmental leaders. So basically there's young people from 5 different schools, including my school, UConn, and they
Still celebrating the basketball team?
I go to Avery Point, so I don't know too much about that. Yeah. But they basically get to go into a room with these local legislators or leaders and just discuss climate change and ask any questions they have and learn about the process of writing bills and the process of taking some of these climate actions. And one of our representatives, Andre Baumgardner, is actually going to, after their panel discussion, they're going to write down some changes that they would like to see, some sort of bills or laws or legislation that they would like to see, and he's actually going to take those and consider them. So again, that goes with our theme of really taking taking an action. But then, aside from that, we'll also have the representatives teaching you how to write a letter to your legislators, how to actually reach them in a way that'll get them to respond, how to share your concerns. WSHU radio will be there covering the event, and some of our panel discussions will even be aired on the radio, so we get to hear what, you get to really share your voice at this event, and people get to hear what you're concerned about and what changes you want to see. And then, there's going to be lots of fun indoor, outdoor activities, like we said, yoga, food trucks. There's something for everyone, really. And our whole day is just about education and taking action in a fun, productive, and open way for the whole family.
It's a great event. I mean, I was there last year and saw, the first year that you put it together, and it was really, really good. But they had something like 1,500 people attend last year, and they're expecting between 2,000 and 2,500 this year. And they went from probably 50 vendors last year. I think the number is up around 80 now. So if you're looking to learn a little bit about sustainability and what you can do, there are so many different things. In the video we just saw, the composting, there's ways you can do it right in your kitchen. You don't have to, bring it outside, but there's a lot to learn at these things, and I'm really looking forward to, going again, being a part of it this year, and taking part in saving planet Earth. There's the Earth Day, like I said, began 50 years ago, and it's gone globally. I mean, it's a big thing. But this year the topic of conversation is focusing on plastic versus the planet. Can you tell us a little bit about that before we go to the video?
So planet versus plastic, that is our National Earth Day theme. So the main focus is on plastic waste. Think about all of these single-use plastic that you use every day, and finding ways to get around that. So for example, lots of our vendors have alternatives to single-use plastics. For example, the Ditty Bag where I work, we're going to be selling laundry sheets, which if you haven't heard of that, it's basically it's just a concentrated laundry detergent in the form of a thin sheet that you just throw right in the washing machine. So that's an alternative to, a big plastic jug of laundry detergent, and in that way you're saving plastic, you're saving water, and you're also saving money, because over the long run you get a lot more out of this one little box of laundry sheets. But we've kind of expanded past that, of course, and we welcome all vendors and people of, trying to reach sustainability in all sorts of ways. But yes, the national theme is trying to combat single-use plastics in a way that is accessible and affordable for everyone.
Well, we have a video of plastics versus the planet, and if Bridget and Michael can run that for us, it'd be informative.
Reducing plastic waste. Take a stand. Can taking a stand promote meaningful change? Should single-use plastics be banned or not? Plastic waste has a devastating impact on wildlife and ecosystems as it takes hundreds of years to decompose. It entangles and suffocates marine animals, while microplastics harm animals and humans through the food chain. To address this, a movement to reduce plastic waste is gaining momentum. Many advocate for banning single-use plastics, like straws and shopping bags, due to their persistence in the environment for centuries. Others argue that plastic is essential and propose improving recycling and waste management systems instead. However, bans on single-use plastics are being implemented by numerous cities and countries. Consumers are increasingly aware of plastic waste's impact, leading to personal efforts to reduce plastic consumption. Reduce, reuse, recycle. The ban on single-use plastics may be a necessary step towards promoting a sustainable future. The effects of plastic on wildlife and ecosystems are too detrimental to be ignored. For years, scientists published about how plastics suffocate marine animals, causing harm and death. Furthermore, microplastics enter the food chain, causing harm to animal and human life. Secondly, it is a fact that plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose. causing it to accumulate in landfills and pollute our oceans. Eliminating it altogether would encourage a shift towards the use of more sustainable materials, like biodegradable options. Thank you to all who celebrate Earth Day. You can make a difference.
Yes, you can. Show up on Saturday at the Groton Public Library, which is, if you're coming from, if you're on Route 1, you take a left or a right on Route 117, and it's only a quarter mile up the road. But if you're getting off of I-95 or 184, just take 117 south, and just before you get to Route 1, you'll start to see there is a traffic light, and it's in the same parking lot as the senior center. So it's easy to get to, but you'll see a lot of cars there, I'm sure, on Saturday. We mentioned the different programs you've got going and the different activities. There's going to be a lot of vendors there doing a lot of different things. Maybe we should run the video and just see what vendors are going to be there, and then we could talk about it a little bit. Why don't we run that, Bridget and Michael, if we can have the vendor one. All right, we'll see what the following groups are.
All right, yeah, so this is just a start.
We've had both the Alliance for the Mystic River Watershed and the Amalonia Land Conservancy on the show already.
Oh, perfect. Bike Groton and Stonington, they both advocate for biking when possible, as opposed to using a vehicle. Cleanup Sound and Harbor, a lot of different nonprofits and little groups that have something to teach, really, and that's where the educational component comes in. The Nature Center.
We had Kim from the Nature Center on the show.
And that's going to be great for children as well. Drew's Honeybees, that is local honey, so it's going to talk about the importance of supporting local honey farms and the importance of pollinators. The Eco Husky Club, that's actually, I'm a part of that. That is UConn's Young Environmentalist Club. Right, they just keep going, as you can see. Healthy Plant Eat, that is an online farmers market. And the Ditty Bag, actually, that is where some of their pickups happen. So you can have your local organic food shipped right there, and you can pick it up.
Look at that.
Project Oceanology, yeah.
I'm looking to see if we can get New England Science and Sailing Foundation on the show in the summertime.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Sunrise Connecticut, that's a part of the larger national sunrise movement. This is the Connecticut chapter, the Ditty Bag, of course. We're going to be selling laundry sheets, as I said, and we're also going to have pamphlets of the other goods that we sell.
Town of Groton is taking a big part in this.
Yes, definitely. It's been great to have the town really come together, and there's actually so many different groups that you probably wouldn't know about that are going to come together. So we have Valenti is going to teach about electric vehicles. So we're going to have a whole range of the smallest steps that you can take to really large ones, like changing to an electric vehicle. Lots of schools coming. We have the Stonington High School, Marine Magnet School, lots of schools and their clubs. So definitely getting the youth involved. Going to be catered by the Shipwright's Daughter. And another one, so.
Yeah, Stonington Kelp Company is, it's an interesting one. They're getting a lot of publicity, growing. And then there's another one, a mushroom company in Stonington too, that's coming along, so. Yeah, thank you to all those vendors, but it's.
Yeah, and there's many more.
It's, we're looking forward to some of the demonstrations that are going to be going on. I mean, we mentioned David Standridge from the Shipwright's Daughter. Is he actually going to be doing cooking? There are some booths that are going to be doing some cooking there, aren't they?
Yes, I'm not sure exactly which ones.
Oh, okay. That's a demonstration, and I know there's a lot of different vendors that will have different things that are made from sustainable products.
Yes. Yeah, there will be quite a few demonstrations, though. I'm not sure which ones are food, but about the process of what goes into making the product and upcycling and all of that. So I know some clubs we're doing an activity, for example, like with recycling, plastic water bottles, and we're making little activities for children out of them. So it's not just about, here's the product, but how did we make this? Why did we make this? And actually showing that. Yeah.
So with Valenti coming in, I saw it was Valenti Ford, and I've seen the commercials on TV about being able to power, a generator right out of the truck. But the electric vehicles, a lot of people are interested, but just haven't got the information on them yet. So that'll be something for folks to see that are interested in getting into the EVs.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great place to just come and talk and learn,
I enjoyed stopping in and seeing Tri-Town Trails, the bicycle trail that's going to be going from Groton through Ledyard to Preston last year. Project O, that's how, we got information from them. And then they were one of the first shows, I think the second show that we did.
Oh, wow.
And that was Andrew Ely that was in, and, they do a lot to help, save the environment. And so does Mystic Seaport. I mean, if you've been watching this, if you heard the news at all this week, about 50 miles off of the coast of Block Island, there's a whale that's got a rope stuck across its mouth and a net, but it's so far out that they can't do a rescue mission on it, but they have noticed that the whale can eat. So, I mean, it's hampered a little bit about some of the waste that goes into the environment. And this is just the kind of thing we're trying to stop. I mean,
Exactly.
so many times you saw in the video that we ran, there was a tortoise, swimming along, and so many of them get tangled up in nets, and it's just terrible for ecology, and it's great that people are taking notice and doing something about the environment,
Absolutely.
and you must feel good, about your group over at UConn at Avery Point. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I just joined that this year, but we're also doing an Earth Day event at our school, and we're also affiliated with Fossil Free UConn. And I've been between them and working with the Ditty Bag in this event, I've learned so much about what goes into these events and all of the different ways that you can help support your environment. And I feel like I've been becoming really involved. The Ditty Bag has kind of served as this little local hub for environmentalists, people, like-minded people, and finding those people at school as well is so important, just finding a community. So this is another great way to just learn about, finding a community, finding people in your community that care about the environment, that have the same goals as you do, and becoming involved in ways that, you might not have thought about before. So, and this is also just a huge, if you are worried about the environment, you see things on the news every single day and you just want to turn it off because it's so horrible. This is a great way to kind of take that and really turn it into education and taking an action, not just turning on the news and then turning it off, because it's so depressing, but finding people that are also concerned, that are also worried, and that want to help you make a change, help you take even the smallest first step. So.
Well, institutions like the Groton Public Library are great at getting the news out about something like this, and they really promote it well. But Jason Hine is the owner of the Ditty Bag, and he's the driving force behind all of this, starting it up last year, and he's really taking off with it. And when you mentioned that the Ditty Bag is a local hub for environmentalists to get together, he really does try to sponsor a lot of things at the Ditty Bag, which is right across the street from the Mystic train station. So, I mean, it's a place, if you really want to go find out about things that you can be doing for the environment, stop in and say hello to Jason and Hazel and the rest of the crew there at the Ditty Bag, because they're doing great work there. Is there anything else? We just got a couple minutes left here. Is there anything else that you really want people to know about the Expo or Earth Day in general?
I think we've covered it all. Like I said, there's really something for everyone. It's a great opportunity. Yeah, I'm really excited about WSHU radio coming, as well as all the legislators that are going to be there. I think it's a really great opportunity to get your voice heard. So.
It's a free event. It's for the family. You're all welcome to come. It's right here in Groton. And it's Earth Day. We all should pay attention to Earth Day. Well, Hazel, I really appreciate you being here today. We're just going to put up on the screen a little bit about the Groton Public Library, where it is. Again, it's Route 117. It's called Newtown Road. If you can show up, it's between 11 and 4 on Saturday, and that's there we go. And if you can't make it there, you can always stop in and see Hazel or Jason at the Ditty Bag. And there's Bridget down in the corner. She's the one backstage here, getting us, through the show, helping us out with Michael and doing a great job. She is going to be in and out of the expo, I think. She's got some people that are interested in selling a house and then other folks that are interested in buying a house. So she's not going to be able to stay for the whole thing. But she does try to make it as much as she can. So we've got some other shows coming up. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing the LaGrua Center, which Bridget and I attended an event there just a couple of weeks ago. And then the middle of May, we've got the Connecticut Energy and Environmental Protection Agency coming in at the start of Safe Boating Week.
Great.
And then following that up with Sails Up for Cancer. It's a big regatta that takes place right here in Mystic. And then the one after that is going to be Mashantucket Pequot Museum, where we'll learn a lot about what's going on up there at Foxwoods in the museum. So lots of stuff for people to see. We're just really pleased to be able to bring this to you. Again, Bridget knows the area really well and decided to get the information out to you. So if you have any questions, give her a call. Other than that, thank you and have a great day. See you Saturday at the Expo.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels at Mystic 2 Westerly and at SEC TV 1. Please join our group on Facebook and like my Facebook page. Let me explain Mystic to Westerly to you. Mystic is actually part Groton and part Stonington. Stonington Borough and Pawcatuck are also part of Stonington. 2 towns, 2 states make one community. Watch Hill and Misquamicut Beach are part of Westerly. Connecticut Route 2 starts in Pawcatuck, goes through North Stonington, into Ledyard, and Preston, to Norwich. It goes across the river into Uncasville, and more of New London County on its way to Hartford. New London County is also home to Waterford, East Lyme, Niantic, and Old Lyme. Basically, we enjoy living in southeastern Connecticut and southern Rhode Island. Thank you for watching Nautical Tales and Nature Trails. We hope you enjoyed it.